Hello everybody, this is toysareruss, and for this quick Blokees figure review and showcase, we're going to be looking at the new Shining Chapter 3. This is the minor Megatron figure. So before we get started, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And also to remind you guys that you can get this guy from Show Z. And of course, if you want to, you can use my code, because that will greatly help me out as well. So very quickly, as I say, this is the new Shining Chapter 3 figures. I went for the box because I wanted to get all of them. You do get all of these, or in fact you get the chance to get the chase version, which I luckily enough have, of the minor Megatron. All of these are great though. I just think that these are going from strength to strength, to be fair. And the other thing is they just keep churning out characters that we all want. So I've already pre-built him up because there's enough videos on this channel of me building Blokees figures. But what I want to show you with this, and I suppose yeah, explain to you the difference between these and just the standard ones, is that they come with a lot more accessories. I also want to show you the packaging because it is beautiful. It reminds me of them stickers that we used to have when we were a kid. So there's your complete run if you get a box. So you've got Orion Pax, you've got Bumblebee, you've got Delta Magnus, or he's called Shattered Glass under Hasbro's name. There, of course, is Ramjet. There is your normal minor Megatron. There is Tarn. And as I said, I was lucky enough to get the chase version, which is this silver one. Now, this is the reason why they're called Shining is not just because this is shiny. I mean, I'm very lucky that I did get the shiny one. But what I'm going to have to do here is turn the light off, because this has got a light up feature. So hopefully you can sort of tell there that, in fact, if I take his head off, as bad as that sounds, if I pop his head off, there you go, you can see that that is clearly lit up. So these have all little light up features inside their chest, which is great. That's right, every single one in that box will have one of them. So again, it just adds a different level to things, which is perfect. They all come with these new little collector's cards like so, which again are brilliant. And again, you've got open and closed hands. I always go for the closed hands. We've got the instructions, which aren't universal anymore. This is just for him, you can see there. So it really is that simple to build up. But he's got an abundance of accessories, which I've sort of built up, which you can see here. So we've got this, we've also got a little handle. If I push that in too far now, because he could actually use that, you can see, as a bit of a dagger, or if he wanted to, he could pop it on the end of that. These are just like the toys, as in the main toys. The fact that you can have a lot of fun with them, you can just mix and match, play around with them all. Now, of course, let's be honest, they do not transform. That is got to be obviously one of the negative things about these. If you want a transforming robot, if you're not bothered about him transforming, then these are just as fun, because as you can see, and hopefully again you probably know by now, there's ball and sockets everywhere on here. You've seen the mushroom peg for the head, ball and sockets in the shoulders, all the way around out to the side, swivel. Oh, I was going to say swivel at the bicep. There it is. It's just very tight. And the good thing about that is, as which you've just seen, if you pop it off, it just goes back on, so no worries about breaking them. It also moves up and down. You've got bicep flexion. Because you can change the hands, it's as simple as popping them off. So again, you've got full articulation there, full waist swivel, and again, ball and sockets on the hips, knee bends, ankle tilt and rock, etc. It's just a fun figure. And as I say, these, what I'm calling these, and the reason why I like these is A, they're licensed by Hasbro and Takara, so they can use the proper likenesses and the correct names. But they also are, let's be honest, these are this generation's version of Action Masters. For those of you who remember Action Masters, they were the non-transforming figures that had all the accessories that you can do loads and loads of things, pretty much like what I'm doing now. I'm just having a play around, trying to see what else I can do with this. Yeah, they pretty much were, as I say, very similar to this, to be honest. And I've done numerous Action Master comparisons with these figures, in all honesty. So this just gives you an idea, I suppose, of the things that you can do. I suppose they're an acquired taste, but I think lots of people may comment I've already converted unintentionally them onto the Blokees anyway. Like I was myself, I was very skeptical, very dubious, because they don't transform, but I just genuinely am having a lot of fun with these. That is where you can attach him onto his stand, because he's a Decepticon, of course. It is purple, and these stands are brilliant because not only do they hold them on really well, you can also do crazy balancing tricks. I always do this matrix one for a bit of fun, and you can see it stays like that, no issue. Now, I've brought in a couple of other Megatrons. I've just realized one of them has no hand. I know you're all going to pick that up in the comments. But that, funnily enough, was the shining one from series, I think, box 2. That's the normal without the shining. There's a golden one from the Golden Lagoon. And funnily enough, of course, one of the main reasons why I've got this figure there is because, look, it's a smaller official, as I say, that's the important thing, guys. It's a small official version of this guy. So there we go. That pretty much is all there is to say about this little figure. There you are. He's the one missing the hand, but again, you can do that. Look, so if I wanted to, in fact, what I could do, I could take this and I could give him a pickaxe for a hand instead. So there you go. You can share each other's accessories, and yeah, they're just fun, let's be honest. Right, that's all I've got to say about him. Stay tuned to the channel for more reviews for the rest of the cast of that box, and as always, thanks for watching and take care.